Hey there, YouTubers. Right, so in this video, I'm going to show you where you go to check your CPU compatibility, as far as the BIOS version, memory compatibility, and then we'll actually kind of look at the BIOS update files. Hopefully, get you going in the right direction. I won't have a BIOS update video for this one like I normally do. So let's go ahead and click on Z690 Gaming X. So starting at the beginning, you would search for your motherboard, Gigabyte Gaming X Z690, selecting this one. And we don't want the support here, but we want this support. And let's look at BIOS first, okay? So we're going to scroll down here, BIOS. Now, why do I want to look at this first? Well, this is the first release, F4. Okay, came out in November 21. Then they followed that up with another BIOS update that, or the first BIOS update, improved RAM compatibility, fixed non-K CPU performance issues. So if you are going to come in here and update the BIOS, most of the time you're going to go with the most up-to-date, okay? But what you need to do is start pretty much at the bottom, work your way up, and make sure that there are no other BIOS that states you must do this one first before doing the most up-to-date, okay? If it doesn't have that note, then go with the most up-to-date, and these will be cumulative. You'll get all the good stuff that came below. So F8, you see what it says here. Then we go to F7. Nothing in here once again that tells us we have to do that first. Now here's something to note, okay? If you happen to have an i9-12900KS, this is the BIOS that added compatibility for that, okay? Because this CPU was not one of the original ones that came out with 12th gen. And then finally, more memory compatibility, all right? F8B. So from here, let's look at CPU support. And you will see here are all your 12th gen CPUs, okay? Over in this right column is the since BIOS version, so original release. The only one that is different is that i9-12900KS. You need F8A to run it properly. Now, does that mean that this CPU will not work at all? That's a good question. I don't have that CPU to verify. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And then you know, when I say that, sometimes it work with an earlier BIOS. Then you can come back and update the BIOS. Considering you spent so much money on this CPU, potentially, you know, you might want to have a G6900, something cheap, as a backup plan, or be prepared to buy that in case you can't get it to boot up. You know, 40-50 bucks kind of sucks to have to spend that, but if time is of the essence, you might want to, you know, buy this first and install it, go through, do the BIOS update, and then install the other one. Or you could try option B. I install this first. If it boots, I'm good to do the BIOS update, because BIOS update's done in BIOS. If it doesn't boot, then you've got to go back and get the other one. All right, so that is how you figure out CPU support. Memory support list. They do not give you the BIOS version over here for this, okay? Too many different types of RAM. You come in here, though, folks, to use this. Let's say you wanted some G-Skill. You can find G-Skill. There's G-Skill. And then over here, maybe I have 3600 G-Skill. And then that filters all this out. And then you're going to basically check, hey, is this my part number? If it is, you're good. If it isn't, it may or may not work. I can't say that this is, you know, all-inclusive. Now, an example of one that I have, Patriot 4133 megahertz RAM. That one, you know, may or may not work in here as well. Where's Patriot? This is in an alphabetical order. I'm sitting here trying to go down. There's Patriot. And if I come back over here and I put in 4133, no matching record. So that RAM that I have may work, it may not, but you would really want to make sure you shop for RAM that works. Well, folks, thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.